A roll fun pacing, there goes Captain Dennis going for the lead. There goes Viewfield Skipper moving right with him. Into the turn they race, and Captain Dennis benefits from the inside. Viewfield Skipper charging to the outside, and second Nandina Allwin. In third by 3 lengths, followed by Rojo Caliente. On the outside, Classic parked in fifth, followed by Seville in sixth, followed by Barrett Worthy, and far back trailing Ombudsman. They're driving for the quarter. Captain Dennis has the lead. Here comes Class Act. Was third, now second on the outside. They're by the quarter, 29 and 1 the quarter. It's Captain Dennis, your leader. Viewfield Skipper moving back to second. That's Class Act parked on the outside, followed by Nandina Allwin. And to the outside, Rojo Caliente, followed by Seville and Barrett Worthy. The field's moving for the half-mile marker. And up front, your leader is Captain Dennis, but Class Act moves at him on the outside, and second, that's Viewfield Skipper. He's saving ground in third. They're halfway home, 59 and 3 into the clubhouse turn. Captain Dennis has the lead on the reel, but Class Act moves at him on the outside, and second, and third goes Viewfield Skipper. He takes out of third. On the inside, it's Nandina Allwin. Now they curve into the black stretch, driving for the final quarter. Captain Dennis a long neck lead, but Class Act moves at him on the outside, and there goes Viewfield Skipper. He's set to go 3 wide, and there he goes. Now they're moving by the 3/4 mile mark. Captain Dennis has the lead. Here comes Viewfield Skipper. Now third, now second, 3 wide. Between horses, Class Act and Nandina Allwin. Now they drive around that far turn. Captain Dennis, here comes Nandina Allwin between horses. Here they come turning for home. Captain Dennis cuts the corner. Nandina Allwin. Here comes Seville on the far outside. Seville now taking command. It is Seville, fastest of all. Nandina Allwin up for second, close for third, Viewfield Skipper. And they're off. It's Mike's Fighter on the inside, going for the lead. There goes Meadow Rainbow to the outside. Into the turn they race, and Meadow Rainbow 3 wide now to take command. There goes Senor Tequila, moving right with him in second. Mike's Fighter in third, followed by Rush Creek Pearly in fourth by 2 lengths. Fighting Ace, followed now by Papa Shout, Thundering Autumn, and Pacific Renva now trailing. They slow the pace to the quarter. It's Meadow Rainbow, a length and a half. Senor Tequila in second, Mike's Fighter in third. They're by the quarter, 30 and 3 the quarter, and Meadow Rainbow has the lead on the reel, a length and a half. Senor Tequila in second, Fighting Ace edging to third on the outside, followed on the outside by Papa Shout and Mike's Fighter. Entering the stretch, they're driving for the half. It's Meadow Rainbow, but Fighting Ace moves at him on the outside, and second, Senor Tequila is saving ground in third, followed on the outside, Papa Shout in fourth, Mike's Fighter in fifth, and Thundering Autumn. The field's halfway home. 102 and 1 into the clubhouse turn their drive. On the outside, there goes Fighting Ace. On the inside, Meadow Rainbow. These two battle for the lead. Senor Tequila is right there in third. On the outside, it's Papa Shout in fourth, and Thundering Autumn. Now they curve into the black stretch, driving for the final quarter. Meadow Rainbow, but Fighting Ace. There goes Fighting Ace now to take command. It's Meadow Rainbow holding tough in second, followed by Senor Tequila. Now they drive into the far turn. Meadow Rainbow is coming back. On the outside, Fighting Ace, Senor Tequila. He's charging through on the inside. Now they're in the final 1/8 of a mile. It's Meadow Rainbow on the inside. Fighting Ace is there. Here comes Thundering Autumn on the far outside. Here they come turning for home. Meadow Rainbow draws clear again. On the inside, Senor Tequila. He wants out of second as they come to the wire. It's Meadow Rainbow with the lead. Meadow Rainbow off stride at the wire. Senor Tequila. The real fun pacing prefab Brett between horses. There goes Tiny Gabe on the outside. Into the turn they race and Tiny Gabe. Tiny Gabe now to take command by 3 lengths. There goes Barog's Ruffian. Now moving into second. That's prefab Brett. Parked on the outside. Followed by Doc KW tucked in fourth. 3 wide, there goes Rick Gober in fifth, followed by Marengo, Thorpe, and Rigger at the end. They're heading for the quarter, and Tiny Gabe has the lead in the reel by 3 lengths. It's Morog's Ruffian in second, prefab Brett. Rick Gober 3 wide, the quarter. 29 and 4 the quarter, and Tiny Gabe draws out to lead by 5 lengths. Morog's Ruffian in second by 2 lengths. There goes Doc KW now charging into third. On the outside, prefab Brett in fourth. On the far outside, Rick Gober in fifth. On the inside, Marengo, Thorpe, and trailing the field, that's Rigger. They're driving for the half-mile marker, and Tiny Gabe maintains the lead. Morog's Ruffian right there in second. They're at the half. 1:03 into the clubhouse turn they race, and Tiny Gabe has the lead and the reel by 2 lengths. Morog's Ruffian in second by 2 lengths. Doc KW is right there in third. On the outside, prefab Brett in fourth. Here comes a Rigger. He's driving out of last. Now they curve into the back stretch, and Tiny Gabe maintains the lead. Here comes Morog's Ruffian. There goes Doc KW. Now they drive into the far turn. Morog's Ruffian now to take command, but Doc KW moves right with him on the outside. Now they drive into the far turn. Morog's Ruffian, but here comes Doc KW charging to the outside. On the inside, Tiny Gabe is there, and there goes Marengo, Thorpe between horses. Here they come turning for home. Morog's Ruffian cuts the corner. Here comes Doc KW. Doc KW on the outside. Morog's Ruffian on the inside. Followed on the far outside, Marengo, Thorpe. It's Doc KW with the lead. Doc KW, Morog's Ruffian, and Marengo, Thorpe. And they're off. Most Precious Ticks going right for the lead on the inside. Leila's Eagle is there. Into the turn they race. Leila's Eagle on the inside, but Most Precious Ticks moves Hunter on the outside, and second Most Precious Ticks no to take command. It's Leila's Eagle in second by 2 lengths. It's Exotic Star in third, 2 lengths, 2 for the show, followed by Neil's Lucky Penny, My Imagination, Bert's the Lady, and Fly High Hanka. They're driving for the quarter. Most Precious Ticks has the lead on the reel. The quarter 30 and 3. The quarter. Most Precious Ticks has the lead a length and a half. It's Leila's Eagle in second, 2 lengths. Exotic Star right there in third by 2 lengths, 2 for the show, followed now by Neil's Lucky Penny. Entering the stretch, driving for the half. Most Precious Ticks. Here comes Exotic Star. Now moving to second on the outside, followed by Leila's Eagle in third, followed by 2 for the show, Neil's Lucky Penny. Now they're driving by the half. Your leader is Most Precious Ticks. They're halfway home. 101 and 4 into the clubhouse turn. Most Precious Ticks, your leader on neck. Exotic Star moves Hunter on the outside, and second, Exotic Star. Leila's Eagle right there in third, and there goes 2 for the show. Now charging to the outside. They curve into the back stretch, moving for the final quarter. Your leader, Most Precious Ticks. Exotic Star moves Hunter in second. Leila's Eagle and 2 for the show. They drive up the back stretch. On the inside, your leader, Most Precious Ticks. On the outside, Exotic Star. There goes Leila's Eagle back to third. On the outside, it's 2 for the show. They drive around the far turn. Most Precious Ticks. On the outside, Exotic Star. 2 for the show, and Leila's Eagle. Here they come turning for home. Most Precious Ticks cuts the corner. Here comes Exotic Star on the far outside. Most Precious Ticks. Exotic Star. 2 for the show on the far outside. Most Precious Ticks. Exotic Star. Here comes 2 for the show at the wire. And that is a photo finish. And they're off. There goes Captain Vic between horses going for the lead. On the outside, there goes Luke Collad. Those two into that first turn as they drive into that first turn on the far outside. Captain Vic now 3 wide. Captain Vic on the outside. Buck 380 in second. There goes Luke Collad. Now charging to the outside in third. Followed by Excellence in fourth. On the outside, Power Glory in fifth. Followed by Cabalito, G.A.'s Corky and Felion now trailing. They're heading for the quarter. And up front, your leader is Captain Vic, the quarter, 29 and 3, and there goes Luke Collad. Luke Collad now to take command. It's Captain Vic in second. On the outside, Power Glory. Now moving into third, followed by Buck 380 in fourth, and there goes G.A.'s Corky. Now moving to the outside, Excellence, followed by Felion and Cabalito trails the field. They're driving for the half. Luke Collad has the lead. Here comes Power Glory. Another move at the leader on the outside. Now the field's halfway home. A minute flat into the clubhouse turn they drive, and Luke Collad has the lead and the reel, but Power Glory moves to the outside in second. That's Captain Vic in third. On the outside, G.A.'s Corky in fourth. Buck 380. He wants out of fifth. On the outside, Excellence, Felion and Cabalito trailing. They're covering to the black stretch, moving for the final quarter. Luke Collad, Power Glory charging to the outside, followed by G.A.'s Corky on the inside. It's Captain Vic. Now they drive into the far turn. On the inside, Luke Collad a long neck lead. Power Glory on the far outside, followed now by Captain Vic. He wants out of third. Now they're in the final eighth of a mile, and your leader is Luke Collad. Here they come, turning for home. Luke Collad cuts the corner under urging. On the inside, it's Captain Vic as they come to the wire. Luke Collad has the lead. Power Glory on the far outside, it's Cabalito. It's Luke Collad. Here comes Captain Vic. Luke Collad and Captain Vic at the wire. And that is a photo finish. The Rolfan pacing, there goes Tacky between horses, going for the lead. Black Hack on the inside, joined in that turn by Cinnamon and Sugar. Into the turn they race, it's Black Hack on the inside, but Tacky moves at him on the outside. Tacky now to take command, it's Black Hack. In second by 2 lengths, Charms Jade. In third by 2.5 lengths, followed by Cinnamon and Sugar. That's Nate Messenger, Super Stock. Quickie, Cochise, and trailing Larry Jipme. They're driving for the quarter, and Tacky shows the way the quarter. 29 and 4 the quarter, and Tacky has the lead on the real Black Hack. In second, here comes Super Stock. Now fourth, now third on the outside. Entering the stretch, driving for the half. Tacky, your leader, but Super Stock moves at him on the outside, followed by Black Hack in third. Quickie, Cochise, he follows cover in fourth. Now they're heading for the half. Tacky, your leader, but Super Stock moves at him on the outside in second. Black Hack right there in third. On the outside, Quickie, Cochise, and Charms Jade. The field's halfway home. 101 and 2. Into the clubhouse turn they race, and Tacky maintains the lead, but Super Stock moves at him on the outside in second. Black Hack, he wants out of third. On the outside, Quickie, Cochise with cover in fourth. Charms Jade tucked in fifth. On the outside, Larry Jipme. They curve into the black stretch, and Tacky maintains the lead, but Super Stock moves at him on the outside. Super Stock to put a nose in front. Tacky is fighting to come back in second. Black Hack a closer third. Now they drive into the far turn, and there goes Tacky. Tacky is coming back to regain command, and there goes Black Hack. Now moving back to second, Quickie, Cochise, and Charms Jade. Here they come, turning for home. Tacky shows the way. Black Hack, he wants out of second. Super Stock on the far outside. Down the stretch they come. Tacky is under a drive. Here comes Black Hack between horses. It's Tacky with the lead. Tacky at the wire, close for second. Number They're all fun pacing. There goes Cool Terry on the inside, going for the lead as they drive for position. It's Cool Terry now to take command. It's Pericles in second by 2 lengths margin of victory. In third on the outside, there goes Nimrod Hanover, and there goes Pericles moving out of second now to challenge and take command. Your new leader is Pericles. Here comes Nimrod Hanover now moving to the outside. They're driving for the first quarter, and it's Pericles. Your leader a length and a half. On the outside, Nimrod Hanover the quarter, 29 and 4 the quarter. It's Pericles, your leader, 3 parts of a length. Nimrod Hanover moves up on the outside and second. Cool Terry in third. Here comes Margin of Victory, now surging to the outside, followed by Lucky Be Me. See You Again to the outside. Jay's Captain Gentry and Maple Lane's Tyler. They're heading for the half. Pericles, but here comes Nimrod Hanover. He's moving a closer second on the outside. Here comes Margin of Victory moving right with him. They're halfway home. 59 and 1 into the clubhouse turn, and Pericles maintains the lead, 3 parts of a length. Nimrod Hanover on the outside in second. Cool Terry, he's saving ground in third, followed by Margin of Victory in fourth, and to the outside it's See You Again. Now they curve into the backstretch. Pericles maintains the lead. Nimrod Hanover tries to come on in second. Cool Terry, he wants out of third. Here comes See You Again on the far outside. Now they drive by the 3/4 mile mark between horses. Nimrod Hanover, here comes See You Again. See You Again now to take command. It's Nimrod Hanover in second. Jay's Captain Gentry powers 3 wide in third. Now they're in the final 8th. Your leader is See You Again. Here they come turning for home. See You Again now takes command. On the outside it's Jay's Captain Gentry. Dean Collins is going to the whip. See You Again. Jay's Captain Gentry and Nimrod Hanover. It's See You Again. See You Again in front. They're all fun pacing. There goes Rush Creek Rick going right for the lead. There goes Loftmoss charging through on the inside. Into the turn they race, and Rush Creek Rick now takes command. It's Loftmoss in second by 2 lengths. Trios Messenger. Third now a length and a quarter. Tudor Ridge, followed by Dashing Egyptian. General Thorpe and Never Touch at the end. They're heading for the quarter, in Rush Creek Rick shows the way by 2 lengths. Loftmoss in second by 2 lengths. Trios Messenger. Third by 2 lengths. Tudor Ridge, and to the outside Dashing Egyptian, and there goes Tudor Ridge the quarter, 30 and 3 the quarter, and up front Rush Creek Rick by 2 lengths. Loftmoss in second. Here comes Tudor Ridge now charging into third, followed by Trios Messenger in fourth. Dashing Egyptian and General Thorpe. Entering the stretch, moving for the half, Rush Creek Rick. Loftmoss right there in second. Tudor Ridge parked on the outside, followed now by Trios Messenger. Dashing Egyptian. Now the field's moving by the half. They're halfway home. 1 minute and 3 into the clubhouse turn. Rush Creek Rick maintains the lead, but Tudor Ridge moves at him on the outside in second. Loftmoss, he's saving ground in third. On the outside, Dashing Egyptian in fourth, followed on the inside Trios Messenger. Now they curve into the backstretch. They're driving for the final quarter. Rush Creek Rick, 3 parts of a length, but Tudor Ridge moves at him on the outside in second. Loftmoss 2 lengths back in third. Now they drive into the far turn. On the inside it's Rush Creek Rick. On the outside Tudor Ridge. Loftmoss is there. Trios Messenger. Now they're in the final 1/8 of a mile, and your leader is Rush Creek Rick. Here they come turning for home. Rush Creek Rick cuts the corner. Tudor Ridge is out for the drive. Down the stretch they come. Rush Creek Rick, Tudor Ridge. Here comes a Loftmoss on the far outside. Wiggles going to the whip. Rush Creek Rick. Here comes a Loftmoss at the wire. And that is a photo. Come. And they're off. My, coming right for the lead. There goes Full Quota on the inside. Those two into that first turn, and Full Quota benefits from the inside. But My moves at him on the outside. And second, that's Lick Hills Jeffrey. In third by 3 lengths, and Yellow's Jack. It's a battle up front, but My now to take command. It's Full Quota in second by 6 lengths. Lick Hills Jeffrey. Third now by 3 lengths. Yellow's Jack. Followed by Ultra Osborne and Black Shadow the quarter. 28 seconds flat. Your leader is My. It's Full Quota right there in second. Lick Hills Jeffrey closing the gap in third by 3 lengths. Now Yellow's Jack, Ultra Osborne, and Black Shadow is on the move. Entering the stretch, they're driving for the half. It's My with the lead. Full Quota right there in second. Here comes now Yellow's Jack. Now charging to the outside. Now the field's moving by the half, and your leader is My. 58 and 3 into the clubhouse turn, and My maintains a lead. Full Quota right there in second. Now Yellow's Jack edging to the outside in third, and there goes Black Shadow. Now moving into fourth, Lick Hills Jeffrey and Ultra Osborne. Now they curve into the back stretch, moving for the final quarter. It's My, your leader. Now Yellow's Jack. Another move at the leader on the outside. Full Quota, he wants out of third. On the outside, there goes Black Shadow. Now they're driving by the 3/4 mile mark. On the inside, it's My. Now Yellow's Jack is there. Full Quota right there in third. Here comes Black Shadow fourth. Now moving third. Now moving second on the far outside. Here they come turning for home. My cuts the corner. Here comes Black Shadow on the far outside. Walter Paisley going to the whip. Here comes Black Shadow. Black Shadow on the outside now to take command. It's Black Shadow pulling away at the wire. Full Quota and My up for third. The rough and pacing it, Skip him going for the lead. There goes Super Osborne charging through on the inside. Into the turn they race Super Osborne on the inside. Skip 'em parked in second, followed by Best of John right there in third. It's Bahama Joe in fourth, followed by Flair Messenger, Ebony Guy. Classic Vision carries Crash. Von Norrell's Bullet now trailing the field. Off stride, moving to the quarter. Now back pacing is Skip 'em. They're moving by the quarter. Your leader is Super Osborne. Now they're by the quarter. 28 and 3, and Super Osborne has the lead in the rail. Skip 'em moves at him on the outside, and second Best of John charging through on the inside, followed on the outside by Bahama Joe and Flair Messenger. They're heading for the half. Super Osborne has the lead. Skip 'em is parked on the outside. Best of John saving ground in third, followed now by Bahama Joe in fourth. Flair Messenger, Ebony Guy to the outside, and Classic Vision. They're halfway home. 58 and 4 into the clubhouse turn. Super Osborne has the lead. Skip 'em on the outside in second. Best of John is right there in third, followed by Bahama Joe in fourth, and there goes Flair Messenger now charging through on the inside. Now they curve into the black stretch. Super Osborne, Skip 'em on the outside. On the inside, Best of John. Here comes Bahama Joe 3 wide. They drive up the back stretch. Your leader is Super Osborne. Here comes Bahama Joe. Bahama Joe now to take command. It's Super Osborne in second. Best of John, followed on the outside by Ebony Guy. Now they drive around that far turn, and your leader is Bahama Joe. Here they come turning for home. Bahama Joe under urging by 4. On the inside, it's Super Osborne, followed by Ebony Guy and Classic Vision. Bahama Joe is under a drive. On the outside, it's Ebony Guy. Your leader is Bahama Joe. It is all Bahama Joe tonight. Carries Crash up for second, and Ebony Guy.